Uh, really doing this shit?
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't really want to do this.
It should have been FDR versus Reagan, which obviously, I commented for Peter to actually respond to, so that we could have had that as a possibility. But of course, they didn't go with that.
I want to know Peter's insight on this shit when by the time the BTS release.
Yeah, it's a dumb decision anyway. This was very expect. We knew it. Like you and I talked about it, and it's like 3 months. They're not gonna do a great battle in 3 months. They're gonna rush it out. They're gonna like miss some stuff. They're gonna hell. They even had to recycle stuff. They're like it was talking about it in the community. There were parts where it was just they weren't actually referencing the like more recent years of like what happened after Trump left. No, they were like bringing back the disabled reporter that he taunted, all the other stuff about they did another Stormy Daniels joke, like all that.
But Biden versus Trump also rehashed lines too. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
another wrestling line.
anything that could be like in a vacuum, decent in a better battle, it's like it's ruined by something else. I want to just point it out.
Lloyd's really ecstatic about being fucking orange for the 500th time again.
Yeah, he's not even gonna be a candidate in 2028, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, we gotta bring him in just because we're gonna
Yeah.
make some funny lines." So it starts out like the beat. A lot of people say the beat is among the worst that they had. Like yeah, it's very bare. I don't know why it starts out with this like ranchero type of horns, like it's a Mexican old West style movie. I don't know. The creative choices are weird with it, and they custom made it. So did Ford versus Marx. That also had a custom made beat, but it was so much better. I consider it a top three beat. This one, I don't know what's up with the beat.
Well, yeah, how ironic. So it was like, oh, ERB is pretty good at making beats. So then all and Trump versus Harris comes out.
So yeah, this is yeah, it's really underwhelming at this point with like opening with American flags, and then it comes in, and dude, the Trump makeup here, it's just got worse. Like I can't believe it, but and then yeah, she looks like Kamala.
I got the best word plays. Ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter.
So this is to me just kind of a weak opener. It's like I get it, but he's talking about disabilities, which could have happened if they did FDR versus Reagan. Like it's not even a crazy one. It's like okay, disabilities. Like New York Times reporter will get that because it happened 8 years ago. It's like at the start of his campaign, he was making fun of this disabled reporter. Like, and yeah, sure, you can call it shock value, but it's like I don't know. I already heard enough type of jokes made on this. It's already been passed, so I don't know why they're just now focusing on it.
Be forewarned. This battle has a lot of Patreon written all over it. So just a word of advice.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, people.
Yeah. So
You're a scam. Your whole nomination is a hoax. Your party is so pro-choice they aborted a state's right to vote.
well, I feel this is like okay, that's expected abortion joke, but it's also like it's hurting his campaign anyway. So
Well, it's almost like I heard this in Trump versus Biden or something. Oh, wait, I have.
I do know he's like, oh, you guys aren't actually being democratic if you're doing this way, but like, okay, is that really it? That's the whole thing. Is because he literally tried to do an insurrection on democracy itself, and then he's like, oh, but you're not the democratic one. So yeah, I just think it's stupid. Like just seeing the meaning between both of them, like, come on, they don't even try to review. I think for some reason they're trying to hold back on like doing so many rebuttals, even though they should.
Yeah, yeah, this is not it.
And so pushing pussy bows think you could scare me with prison? Get your mugshot and your mugshot, then come talk to me about convictions.
Yeah, this line bothers me because that she'll make an all ears joke, but like they could have switched it. Like, why is he talking about get your mugshot, then your mugshot? But yeah, that happened. Then talk to me about conviction. So he is fine with going to prison. He's like wanting it because he does deserve it. Yeah, sure. But man, those lines could have just been switched. This is why I feel there's so much fail potential. There's really showing with this kind of lyricism.
Radical left, you should be embarrassed. The way you divide our country, I'll call you Camel Toe Harris.
Yeah, okay, so it's a pun, Camel Toe Harris. I feel it's really ruined. Like, there's so many pauses with this. You'll really notice, like, a lot of people pointed out, why is it, like, delivered that way? Because it could have come up better and then just, like, Camel Toe Harris. Okay, there's already been enough pauses that it kind of feels underwhelming at this rate.
Inflation's got our nation clipping coupons, while it's leaking worse than a wet lab in Wuhan.
Okay, I don't know why the fuck Trump went ASMR saying, like, clipping coupons that way. But it's just a general thing. I think he's still like, okay, he's still spouting stuff about Wuhan and all. It's tired stuff. This is why it's really just beating a dead horse. It really feels like there's not much creative jokes with this.
But by the way, that clip and keep on shit is very fucking cringe. Like I fucking hate it. It's
I
got
think
it. It's so cringy.
It's because Trump, like, he's like lost in energy. It's like all over the place, but also not enough. So he suddenly turns to that, even though he, like, later on he'll be yelling shit. So yeah, it's really dumb, the kind of creative choice they're going with the flow and all that.
Every American's 401k driving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in.
All washed up. So.
Yeah, really. I don't know why. They kind of show it's kind of just Lloyd, but he's also looking worse than usual. Like, okay, that's passable for Trump. Making a face here. No, I don't really like that air, like leaning into like, okay, just put on whatever, because the wig looks so bad now. It looked weird in 2016 too, but it was passable. 2020, it was actually, you know, the costume worked better, even though they were in COVID restrictions. So yeah, I don't know what gives. And this, like this whole thing, like, you know, yeah, my 401k thriving, migrants you flying. Okay, yeah, there's some internal rhyme, but it's also like just the tired ass thing that he always says. Okay, I don't feel like there's much to even impact at this point. Like, yeah, okay, Trump's still saying the racist shit.
No, I feel like I'm just getting deja vu from 2020.
Don't even try to deny the cognitive decline you were hiding. Prop it up Joe like it was Wicked and Biden.
Yeah, what's up with the editing on his hand there? And besides this, so he finally flows well, but then it suddenly goes back to being weird pauses. So this is the whole flaw. Like, okay, if this was actually like competently done, there could have been some like better impact on it. But of course, this is the usual. And yeah, okay, I get it. Weekend at Biden's, but I don't know. I would have felt there would have been a Weekend at Bernie's thing before when it was Bernie Sanders. But yeah, that's past. This just doesn't give me much. It's not really anything to actually feel like, okay, yeah, I'm rooting for Trump because he's talking about how Joe Biden, who he's no longer running against, is getting propped up, and Kamala's in part of it. Yeah, it's not really like much of an effectiveness.
Yeah, no, I don't really find it funny.
Here to teach you, but losing to a winner feels like. Ask Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
And wow, the longest pause he had there. Yeah, so I just a generic. Oh yeah, you're about to be beaten by this winner, and that's the usual thing he says. Yeah, okay. Finally, it ends on a pun on Mike Pence, and yeah, okay, that's expected. Good lord, I'm feeling the energy kind of drained from just experiencing it.
Yeah, what a long ass fucking verse. That has no reason to be. God, you guys don't need to have all this shit being spouted off. But I wanted to say, I think Pence's reference in Biden versus Trump was a lot more, I don't know, clever when Biden said it. Oh yeah, at least, yeah.
Yeah, the way he was actually like pushing the narrative of how he is and what Trump did with him, like, yeah, that actually feels competent. But this is like, you know, I don't get why they're kind of like thinking, okay, now we have to do Trump this way. Like, I don't know, they're doing a different angle on it, because 2016 was very like dark energy, but it still felt like something. Now 2020, he was very still leaning on it, but also like saying like, you know, oh, this is what I did. And, you know, it kind of felt like they were actually trying with the first verse, at least, not so much the second. Now here, it's just like, you know, he's trying to get back, and he's, you know, just tired of this shit. And yeah, we're also tired of this shit. So I really can't stand it. That's why.
Yeah, no, this is shit. This is fucking shit. I'm not gonna hold you. This is fucking shit.
And by musicality, it really like falters behind a lot. Like they did Marx vs. Ford 2 battles ago. What's up with that?
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close. You are JD Vance's beer and level weird. You are gross.
Okay, so I don't get with her nasally voice. Like, yeah, sure. It just keeps bothering me each time I hear it. They should have been pointed out. The impersonation can only go so far as to like not hear as good in rap form. So she kind of clearly is faltering on that too. Like they really could have. You know what? I actually do get why they changed the actress for Hillary, because before it was Susan Deming in Henry versus Hillary when they were planning it. But then changing to Kimmy Gatewood, yeah, now I get why. She actually does give that energy, even though I don't like too much of the lyricism, like certain ways. I guess I still have to put Hillary above Kamala here, because oh lord, this is like the worst of the presidential candidate rappers now.
I'm gonna sound like an asshole, but I think Kimberly, whatever the fuck her name is, for casted as Kamala, is very fake. Like here displayed, I don't fucking like it. I don't know what it is about it. It's so try hard in the worst way possible for no fucking reason. Like, oh, you're making a fucking rap. Okay, granted, this is technically a song in some ways, but come on, dude. I feel like she's taking this a little bit way too seriously. in a sense. And it's fucking cringe, okay? It's fucking terrible. It's fucking stupid. I don't like her energy. It's fucking fake. It's absolutely fake. It just feels fake.
Yeah,
and
I'm
processed.
sure
I don't
some
like it.
people would be like, "Oh, well, the real Kamala is try hard." Okay, well, even then, she could at least sound better with this. Like, the criticism of like, "Oh, it sounds more like the actual people themselves are in the rap," and yeah, that's obviously going to come off as worse. So yeah, I guess that's why it feels inferior. And also, we didn't talk about the backgrounds yet, but good lord, do they feel weird, generated? Like, I don't know, almost the AI gleam to it. But why are they on like America's Got Talent? Because it's also fake, because Trump was also a game show host or whatever. But yeah, it's so odd contrasting to the previous election battles.
All right, and I'm gonna say this right now. I think Kimberly, again, I can't say her last name all the way. She's like 3 fucking last names, but she can't rap for shit either. She cannot rap for shit. She cannot rap.
Jay agreed with you before. Yeah, she's missing that real technical ability. It's kind of like she's reading off the words.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's just like one of the worst fucking performances. And this is no disrespect to her either, though. I'm sure she's trying, but god fucking damn, this is so trash. I just can't.
Of course, they're like, "Hey, who can rap?" And she raised her hand. I guess that's how it went.
I don't know. This is annoying.
Been bending American decency over a barrel, giving Lady Liberty the finger like BZ Jean Carroll in that.
All right, yeah, that delivery is like, oh yeah, it should land more, but it's like the way she sang it. It sucks too because like, yeah, I'm sure they could have done an actual like good assault joke with this, which this clearly led to. But man, I don't know, they're kind of like mincing their words here. Like they really could do more than that.
Yeah.
Big creepy house with our secrets stacked in piles. From documents to pedos, you spend too much time with files.
Yeah, okay, so this is the part where a lot of people go like, oh shit, she called Trump a pedo again when Biden pointed out with Epstein. Here's the thing, I hear that files joke like so often now with other rap battles. It's kind of like the same way in Laura versus Indy, there's Fedora the Explorer. I'm sure I've heard that like 3 times already. So it's like, yeah, it lost a little too much meaning. And yeah, I know this is like, it's a huge thing though. He clearly is one. He's very much like, guilty of it. All right, but yeah, she's missing the energy. Like, where'd it go?
Definitely somewhere else because it ain't here.
Yeah.
Having sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on with you? Can't you afford more than Timu Melania?
Yeah, I really wasn't feeling that joke at all. Like, oh, Timu Melania, it's like, okay, cheap version or whatever that scandal was about. The thing is, I don't really like how it's being delivered. Again, it's like a lot of the flaws are stemming from that.
Hey, you know what's wrong with this verse? She does not know when to fucking stop rapping.
Yeah, really.
Failed in your own city. Bank, ballot box, in court. You're home alone too. You lost in New York.
There's the pause again, but yeah, it's Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, and here's the thing, that's very expected, right? Trump wasn't gonna win New York, even though he's from New York, he wasn't gonna win. He's Republican, so yeah, it's not really like a huge sting to him or whatever. I don't know. I guess he was salty when he lost it. Like, was he expecting it to turn red? Either way, I really don't care much for it. Like, yeah. Yep, that's exactly my response too.
They run January 6th and wasn't fun for me. Just like your bowels, I was evacuated suddenly.
Yeah, no. I don't get this. Is like you're saying, oh well, Trump shit his pants. Like that wasn't a big scandal or anything. I don't know when. Like, yeah, there's a rumor like, oh, maybe he wears adult diapers. Like, I don't know. That's like a weird angle of attack there. Like, and I was also there on January 6th. Yeah, okay, I get it, but it's like that's how you bring up the insurrection. Like, just that. Like, not an actual attack on him causing it. There's lost potential, like I said so many times, because it reeks of it.
What potential? They should have fucking done this to begin with.
Oh yeah, no, of course. But really just the fact if they were trying, like whatever lines they could have like said, oh yeah, we have to have this as material. Well, that also failed. So yeah, it's empty.
This is so fucking bad.
You were history's least hopeful, presidential hopeful, mood swinging wildly like stock and truth social.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the beat, like, I don't know, melting or something. Also, she's like doing an internal rhyme of, oh, you're the least hopeful, presidential hopeful. Well, it's the same word. It still means the same thing. Like, a presidential hopeful is being hopeful. Like, I said this as an example before. Imagine if like I'm acting as if this is an internal rhyme. I'm making bank every time I go to the bank. That's not clever. That's not anything interesting.
Yep. I listen, man. I'm not gonna get over it. The fucking delivery is just so cringy. I don't know what it is. Whenever she says her lines, my body just cringes. I don't know what it is. It's the try hard factor is so obnoxious, and it's prominent, and I hate it.
Yeah, sadly.
Here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
I hope you
Yeah, okay, so that finally ended, but okay, a Biden appearance, which I wasn't expecting because I figured Peter's gonna be like not wanting to do the makeup, but well, he didn't even do much makeup. It's very noticeable how much different it is. And yeah, okay, they were on a time crunch, whatever, but like you might as well not have even bothered including him. Like I don't like the walls pun because that's how you go with it. Oh, she got better walls, but that it doesn't land. It could have been something different, and they're like saying something about building bridges, but yeah, okay, that worked, but then now you're turning those bridges to walls. It's a confused line. That's what I feel.
Hey, for all those wanting a Waltz or fucking JD, whatever the fuck cameos, hey, there you go. That's what you guys wanted, right? That's what you guys wanted.
So
You
many
just got a
people were
reference,
like,
right?
they gotta be the backups. Why? Oh, because they can talk about how JD fucked a couch. Well, luckily that wasn't a part of it. But no, I'm pretty tired of that kind of shit where it's like
Oh my
adding more
god!
people.
Listen. If they showed up, this would have made the absolute one of their absolute worst battles they ever done in their entire fucking catalog. Like by far, it's right up there with Banner versus Jenner if they did that.
Oh yeah, it's
Which to
already
me it
like
is right up there with it.
yeah,
So.
it's neck and neck in terms of worst decision. It's like right equals.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're just haters though. So don't worry, we'll address that in
Yeah,
a
of course,
bit.
of course.
wrote that commie crap in red because you're taking a huge loss. Is anything worse for you than Afghanistan did for your boss?
Yeah, this is getting generic with like, well, okay, the first line, it's like, it's leading up to something like, call me crap in red. Okay, yeah, that's something he would say, of course, but then it's like, this is like how Afghanistan did for your boss. Hey, he's a Family Guy cutaway gag now.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, it's really not much like, I don't know, the openers just get weak at this point. Like, they should have something more to them, and then they just don't. Like, oh, well, that's a little weird way to go about it.
And handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way, couldn't even make your own kids.
So I think Trump is projecting here with his little, man handed you everything you ever did. Yeah, remember your daddy though, Mr. Trump, with how you never worked a day in your life. I don't know why the fuck he's even like acting as if like, oh well, Kamala, you never even actually got what you deserved, even though like, oh, I mean, she clearly did more than you. So like, that's why I think it's stupid to even go with this. It's so hypocritical to like point out like, yeah, I don't feel this really landed. Oh, and you didn't make your own kids. All right. And that it's whispered in a stupid way. Like, I would think Trump is like, and you couldn't even make your own kids. And then he's like, you couldn't make your own kids. Like, what the fuck is up with the baby voice there? It's supposed to land better than that. Come on. They're not even like really trying to get the amp up in here.
It's like they're kind of afraid to really what's I'm gonna call it, utilize Trump to his fullest. I mean, it's really weird to fucking say that, but I mean, compared to how they used him twice prior to this, it's like they're really afraid to offend somebody.
Dude,
it's like, well, I mean, they're kind of offending people by already doing this.
Yeah, pretty much. And the right shot here with Trump, like, why does he look like Biden now? Like, he's got the Biden hair. Like, this is what I mean. I didn't know what's up with how they're going about it in terms of the shots.
Ironic, considering the fact they're about to reach Biden's age eventually when they release another battle. Oop.
Yep.
So.
Your mommy was absent when you were just a little baby. And if she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady. And if you're...
this is, like, I don't know. I expected childless cat lady. Yeah, sure. It was said so many times. But, like, yeah, it's something about the wording. It could have been better. It really could have. Because, yeah, okay, now she's hitting her with his own personal family stuff. And, like, yeah, I guess something.
I will say, how is it that Biden has better lines than her? And as far as delivering this type of content goes, like, I don't know. I feel like his last verse, he was a racist asshole too. It was a lot better delivered. Yeah. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
It just is.
Because Peter knows how to deliver, I guess.
Yeah.
Racist landlord daddy wasn't dead to kill him. Seeing me living rent-free in your head.
Wow.
Oh, the delivery's so cringe. It's so deliciously cringe.
And yeah, this is like the one time where I'm thinking, okay, that actually is like a competent rhyme here. But then she's like saying it in this weird way where it's like, yeah, okay, I guess it's putting back that little cringe flavor. I don't really like that it's like so handled that way. But man, that I should be feeling something. But like I said before, this is kind of draining the energy.
I think she just signed up for the wrong fucking gig. Okay, it's like she recorded this and she thought, you know what, I'm gonna improvise a little. Do you mind, y'all, if I just if I just fucking do what I want now for a little bit in the studio or some shit? God, fucking cringy. It's just it is scrumdiddlyumptiously cringe. Okay, as Willy Wonka once put it. God, so shit.
Oh, I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you's job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good.
Yeah, okay, this is like a lot of people are like, oh, that's crazy bar, bro. Okay, it's just usual Trump shenanigans. Like, yeah, what about her race though, guys? Yeah, I think maybe she's not that black. All right.
Good one. You ketchup-smelling edgelord. You rock the beats softer than Stormy Daniels' headboard.
I can't.
You ketchup smelling edgelord, dude. What's with the Freshie fight lyrics, bro, and the delivery? I mean, this is no shitty on Freshie though. I'm no disrespect to him, but come on, dude. This feels like a fucking fan made battle.
And yeah, of course, Stormy Daniels again, but the flow, especially. I think this line really sells how just weird the flow can be. And then she's
Rehashing lines, bro.
yeah, but then also
Dude,
like,
she's
following
they're
up with like this long ass giggle. Like even Obama had like a short haha, and that's it. Like, but she's like yeah, exactly.
Dude, we miss you, Alpha Cat. Dude, we fucking miss that guy, man. I miss Alpha Cat so much, dude. God.
Can't believe I'm even in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in
Fuck this
Ohio,
battle.
cause they're eating the dog.
And here's the yelling part. Look, I got like Palin versus Gaga flashbacks from like hog, dog. They're putting makeup on you. And I knew that line was gonna be said, like the quote, but why that? Like, oh, okay, he's calling her a bitch, or like, well, why the makeup? Why the they're eating her? Or I don't know. It's so weird because that like this isn't a clever play. This isn't like anything like extra to it. It's just like I'm in a race and you're a hog. Wow, that's very generic.
I want to say this back and forth shit does not work for this fucking type
Dude,
of battle.
I never
It
wanted
does
it
not.
back. I never wanted it back. I like look Obama versus Romney. Okay, I could endure it because like it's meant to get to that. Jobs versus Gates. Yeah, it's a little out there, but like and then we never really had a back and forth until now, and they're trying so hard to recapture like the style of Obama versus Romney. It wants to be Obama versus Romney. It wants to invoke some of Trump versus Clinton, and of course for Biden versus Trump. So it's like all in one. They're just doing all the hits and making them worse. It's like 80-year-old rock star is playing what he used to play in the 20s.
Oh god, this battle's shit. Oh, this battle's shit.
Donald, I'm putting you away like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your rallies.
Wow, that it should have been better than that because like okay, yeah, she sure hit him with that, but it also like it's so weird what this battle wants to be in tone. It can't make up its mind. It's like the identity is just all the previous ones.
At your rallies. What is this? A fucking pep squad, cheerleading squad? Fuck is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Biggest rallies.
Yes, well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist.
Not even the worst part's even been said yet. Oh, don't worry. We're barely getting there. Don't you worry.
And yeah, that's stupid back and forth. Like, oh, well, I have the biggest rallies and I got Taylor Swift. Okay, look, I don't get why they're bothering with like all these celebrity endorsements. That's always gonna happen. But like at this point, it doesn't even feel like they're actually trying to do anything creative. They're just like, oh, what else can we put in and say that we have to just mention?
Yeah, like Taylor Swift. Shut the fuck up. God, dude, talk about pretentiousness. Like, Jesus Christ, the whole battle is pretentious. Fucking Jesus, what is this shit? Yeah, well, I have Hulk Hogan. Yeah, well, I have Eminem. Yeah, well, I have Elon Musk. What a fucking stupid fucking line. God. You're ugly. You're ugly. I think the You're Stupid one was way funnier.
Yeah, of course. It's like less expect, but this one is like, yeah, okay, guys, shut up already. And oh, look, it's Teddy Roosevelt, everyone's favorite ERB character, except for the fact that he has the most sauceless verse I have heard in a fucking long time. I can't stand this goddamn inclusion. I really don't get why, but I really know. I feel theorizing that they may have heard my complaints on like, yeah, don't bother bringing back Lincoln because why would he be back? He's gonna be like just pissed off at Trump. Like they just endured a Trump presidency. They still have to see him, run for president, have an insurrection, go through trial, all that. So they're like, you know what? Let's go the softer route. We can bring in Teddy Roosevelt. Because he has a soft voice, right? Remember that quote of his? But also, like, I feel like Teddy would definitely be more combative towards Trump compared to Lincoln in real life. So I don't know what's up with him coming in now with his badly edited cutout and a moose right here where you can still see that it's badly edited. Like, come on. He is just like, you might as well have a PNG of him and it's just like Lloyd doing the voice, because that's really what it feels like, because otherwise he's just doing weird movements. I cannot stand this verse. I can't really fathom that they even thought this was acceptable. It's just him. We already talked about them rehashing previous election battles. Well, he is just trying hard to be, oh, I'm the Lincoln replacement. Well, okay, but are you going to criticize them any harder? No, not only am I not going to be biased, I'm also not going to even try to get under their skin. What the hell is up with him being here then? Like, because, oh, well, everyone loves Teddy. No, they just love the idea of Teddy, and then you cannot name a single line here that is actually a firebar. There is nothing.
Oh, you're better off just bringing back Lincoln at that point.
Yeah, really.
Fuck.
Jumping Jesus H. Huckleberry Christ on a crutch! No one wants to fight about politics this month!
Oh yeah, Teddy, you're the one saying no one wants to fight about politics, even though you're literally the reason that Woodrow Wilson became president, because you were stealing votes from Taft due to your own political party. Kind of caused this whole, really the systemic racism in place has kind of started from Wilson. So, I know he doesn't have hindsight, and he died, I think, shortly after. But even then, that's such a bad way to introduce him. Come on, no.
Nobody wants to fight about politics this much. Well, this totally reflect on how they should have felt when they fucking made this battle.
Mm-hmm. For real, it's really annoying. But also, he's like, "Oh, Jesus, H. Huckleberry Christ on crutch." Okay, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna start using that." Jesus, I'm kind of tired of that. Already hearing like, "Oh man, I can't wait to put this in my vocabulary." So many people like that. It's annoying.
Yeah, nah, this ain't it, Chief.
You, Madam Red, White, and Pantsuit! Don't let getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do!
Really, that's all he's gonna say with her? And not even anything like remotely even like criticizing, at least like, oh, well, if you're gonna get in, don't let it be like the biggest thing that ever happens to you. Well, that's it? Doesn't that apply to anyone? Like, that's the generic thing to matter. Like, what? Very bare minimum criticism you got here, Teddy. Like, God, and Madam Red, White, and Pantsuit. Okay, just because instead of blue, it's suits. That's not even a pun. It's stupid.
Be a man and hold the door. Oh, wait, wrong battle. Sorry.
Yeah,
this is exactly what they're doing right here, too.
Yeah, that's
exactly what they're doing, too.
They're wanting to act like they're having their cake and eating it, too. I really don't care now, though.
You, baby back ribs up in heaven! Try not to slide democracy straight to Chapter 11!
Oh, gee, a Chapter 11 joke that I've heard so many times before regarding Trump and his bankruptcies. This is the least creative attempt at that. And also, like, using Kevin while looking at Trump. Yeah, no, that guy's fucking hellish. So what the fuck is he trying to even say here? Just spouting out a word salad, as they say with politicians.
Lloyd's looking at himself in the mirror, obviously.
Oh, hell no. Trump wishes, but man, no, this is just dumb. Like, come on. And he's got the big goofy hat. Like, yeah, okay, to differentiate, but like, what's the point? That's really just it. It's just, oh, I'm here hunting some bitches.
He's better off.
He didn't even say, dude, he didn't even say anything relating to bitches. Like, I'm here to smack some bitches. Could be that. I even wrote this small line, a very brief line. It's just, if I wanted to rewrite like something for Teddy, like the only thing that came to mind is one where he's saying like, "You, obese sorry excuse of a tough guy I'm bashing. Never cozy up to fascists and rich bitches who buy your actions." And that's already better than anything they're putting out here. You know what? It's even funnier because, like, this one has much more stakes than the previous two, and yet they're like, you know what? We gotta make it so that both sides can be criticized in some way, and they are not even criticizing. They're like, oh, don't make this like the highlight of your career, actually, and you don't fuck it up, and that's it.
Yeah, really, they're showing their bias there or anything.
Come here on the back of my musky antlered beast with a message for whichever one of you sucks the least.
Wow, so like they're not even wanting to be biased now, but also like, come on, really? Teddy's gonna be like, oh well, I'm come here on my moose, and And then he's like, for whichever one of you, the shiniest of two turds, that's a better way to put it. And then he's just like doing a very neutered version of that. It sucks.
Which one of you sucks the least? No, you both fucking suck. As a matter of fact, Teddy, you also suck for even being in this battle. That's three. All three of you suck.
Dude, I think this
Fucking
hat
shit.
just has like some brain draining energy to it that he can't even rap very well like he used to. Like, yeah, people were saying like, oh, Teddy, his first was so fire, it's such a highlight. Are you sure you didn't watch like his battle with Churchill by accident and then saw this suddenly? Commented on the wrong thing? Like, come on.
Dude, I think Churchill must have. Listen, I think Churchill indirectly won that battle at this point. Now, I think he beat him so bad, he had to come here at this point.
Yeah, no, I'm counting this as non-canon. Really, I feel like this is an imposter. Cidisswo said this is really Lincoln in Theodore Roosevelt's clothing.
Oh, it's Peter portraying a Lloyd character.
Yeah, and anyway.
Government was founded on self-evident truths. So keep it of the people, by the people, for the people. Malls.
Oh, gee, a recycled line, and the third time we have to hear it. Oh, everyone clapped. He said it. He said Lincoln's line this time. I can't stand it. I cannot fucking stand it. The self-evident truths. It doesn't really even, like, telling it to Trump. Fucking lies all the time.
This guy has no bearing any significance at all whatsoever. You're better off just bringing back Lincoln at that point.
Yeah, really. That's what it would have been if not for the fact that they're like, oh, wait, well, you know what? We can't make Lincoln come in to actually, like, tone it down. We have to get someone else to do it for it. I think Teddy would fucking beat the shit out of Trump IRL if they made their Lincoln do it. Then they would make their Teddy do it. But no, they cut his balls off. They neutered him. He's basically vasectomy Teddy. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's the worst verse in the season. It's on par with fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, we thought Lincoln was bad. Man, he looks tame in comparison. Of the people, by the people, eagle or moose? I would take your poison at this point.
Just about everything in this battle is failing with the lines. We knew it was going to happen. This is very expected, rushed, wasted potential on any front that could have happened. And if it was just FDR versus Reagan, come on, that would have been historic figures that they're actually good with handling. Could have been on the level of Marx versus Ford at least. But no, this, yeah, just a cashed-in opportunity because we got a little sponsor. It's coming up now, which is better than the entire battle, really. Actually, a lot of people agreed with that.
I fucking called it. I predicted there was going to be a sponsor. For some, in my head, there was going to be a sponsor. I felt in my bones there's going to be a sponsor of some sort.
Who won? Who's there? Protester!
Yeah, this is reeks of pathetic desperation. Totally blew my expectations. Blah blah blah. Same old shit. Same old shit. I don't care. It's gonna go in one ear out the other, much like Trump. But
good one, at least. Dude, that already a better assassination joke than what they did. But dude, do you know what?
Stop, Richard!
Lincoln appears first for the ground news part. He says Theodore Roosevelt's line. And you know what? Yeah, maybe the theory was right all along. He did steal Theodore Roosevelt's skin or something.
Yeah, hey, look at that. You guys want Lincoln back. Here he is, though. Hey, here he is.
And if only
right there.
JFK, Nixon, and then they got Eisenhower. Not Eisenhower. They got Truman.
Eisenhower does not deserve to appear.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Dude, look, I like that they made this just in general as a like little thing. It should have been on FDR versus Reagan. Come on, it's wasted here. But oh well. Yeah, this is the very crunch time, so they
no hints.
Gotta get the sponsor.
No anything. Oh, great.
Like the good.
Hey,
old
see you guys in 2028.
Pretty much everything we said here. It's exactly how we feel on it. So
they're just doing this strictly out of obligation because a couple more extra dollars are in their fucking pockets because they got a sponsorship, and that's the only reason why they would even make a battle to begin with, though. Because the only reason why we're not lazy is because we got a fucking sponsorship, but everything else is going to be on cold ice. Like Knievel versus Cruz, which we shouldn't be doing either, by the way, because we should opt out of Jackie Chan. Oh, and everything else you wanted on your polls, H.P. Lovecraft? No. How about characters you really want to see? Instead of Trump for the 500th time again? No.
Yeah, it's I thought Peter was against having to rush. Well, anyway. And one final thing. Who won? No one. We all lost. Goodbye.